as our group here as we start day one. Give us a visual. Let's plan it. Let's be great at everything we do. If it buys us 1 win, 2 wins this year, that might be the division. Okay? That's how important everything is. Okay?
For our outfitters, $20 starts today, so up 20 bucks. Got it?
Oh,
I count coaches.
No.
You too.
Oh,
$20.
What about DHs? I'm in. Mookie will cover me.
You're gonna be broke.
20.
JD can't even play these.
JT is gonna be broke.
We had a great season. I think on the micro, the most highlighted end of the season, postseason, certainly a failure.
Mookie Betts turns around and watches that go for Cronenworth. He struck him out. Padres take the lead. 1 strike away. He struck him out.
I've stopped playing that game and really sort of trying to be present and look forward towards 23, but you know, you're always trying to get better.
You come to expect the unexpected, especially in October baseball. So shock, I don't think, captures it, but we feel good about the group we have right now. That being said, we need to add some talent to it as well.
Yeah, we were back in the office Monday. I think we drove back from San Diego on Sunday, back in the office on Monday. Our mentality is like, okay, how do we start to get over this? Is like to get back to work and focus on the following season. I think, you know, analytics has taken on this bad connotation, and how I think our coaching staff and we view it as like, it is really just preparation. You cannot predict what happens in a baseball game or any sporting event, and it's very easy to go back in hindsight and say, hey, we should have done something else. Well, of course, because we know what happened. The one thing we feel very confident in is come spring training time, like we will be putting out a championship caliber team.
Kersh was and is our #1 priority. I believe he was my first call on free agent pitching, and just wanted to get a sense for where he and Ellen were and what their thoughts were. And he was pretty convicted that he wanted to come back. And so for us, it was easy from there, just making sure that we did everything we could to bring him back in the fold.
Yeah, so I'm coming back. I think it's official. It might not be official. They're saying they're nearing a deal, but by the time y'all see this, it'll be official. So I'm gonna come back to LA for another year, and we're super excited to get back out there. You know, you got to go home and think about it for a minute, but this is where we wanted to be and just couldn't leave yet. So this is, we're excited to come back for another year and hopefully do some special things.
We are here for our 8th annual KC Live. This is our Dallas fundraiser every year, and it is a country music benefit concert. And this year we are pumped to welcome Darius Rucker to the stage.
We've already raised more money than we ever had before at a little over 1.7 million and counting. So it's just going to be a great night. Get to celebrate the amazing beneficiaries of Kershaw's Challenge. Well, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. It'll be a good night. Darius put on a good show. I actually played golf with him today. Yeah, and he's really good. Way better than me. Yeah, really good at golf. So he says he plays like 6 days a week, though. So I was like, oh, well, that'll do it. So, what's up, guys? Yo.
How you, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you get a nap in?
I did.
Nice. Good. What's up?
Hey, man, what's going on, man?
How are you doing?
How'd you do today?
I hung in there.
You hung in there today?
I don't think I made a complete fool of myself.
Okay,
so
that's the main thing.
Yeah.
He spans so many different generations, which I think is really fun. A lot of our parents know him as Hootie and the Blowfish. All of my friends, we love Darius Rucker, and so I think he's going to be an incredible performer tonight.
Darius is my wife. This is Ellen.
Nice. Good to see you.
It's good to see you again.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
How was he today?
He was great. We had a blast today.
Good.
It was a party.
I'm so good.
For me, giving back to the community is part of being alive, helping people and doing what you can. So when, like I said, when I get a call from friends and something this cool, I'm in. Jesus.
I think you got it.
Backstage Dodgers is brought to you by Cadillac.
Who are the Dodgers? The Dodgers is an organization that's one of the most famed organizations in all of sports. And why? Because there's a consistent level of excellence every single year. It's not an organization where we just look good in a uniform, we like the beach, we're good guys, we have great weather, we have a great ballpark. That. Underneath these beautiful uniforms are tough, badass men, ball players that are gonna cut your throats. Jason Hayward, stand up. Tell the guys why you want to play for Los Angeles Dodgers.
Expectation, period. Like, we're gonna fall short no matter what. I was in one of the other clubhouses in the game last year when we saw you said the team was gonna win the World Series. Yeah, you fell short, but like, what was the expectation? That's why we're showing up every day, period.
JD, stand up. Why did you sacrifice millions of dollars to play for the Los Angeles Dodgers?
It's a winning organization, and every year there you guys are in it. Every year come, October, there they are, the Dodgers, and it's a chance to begin the playoffs, and got a taste of it a couple times, and it's one of those things where the normal season just seems dull. The playoffs is what you want to play for.
This is black and white. And the question is you guys, we, myself included, gotta ask ourselves, are we in or are we out? Thank you very much. Let's have a great day and make it a good one. Thank you very much, guys.
Hey, you look sexy right now, bro, with your earring, the hair, the glasses, the arm.
I feel sexy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You look it. You look it.
Morning, JD.
Nice to have you,
Morning.
JD.
Morning, JD. Thanks, guys.
What's going to be your walk-up song, JD?
Please, JD.
I don't know yet. Probably the same one I've had my whole life.
JD, can I get a picture with you, please?
I've never changed it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You can call it a superstitious, I guess.
Superstitious? Maybe. But superstition can be erratic, unreliable. That is not J.D. Martinez, who's developed into one of the more consistent hitters in the game.
J.D. Martinez with another home run. Pulls one deep left field. It just sticks over the monster.
The Dodgers acquired Martinez in the offseason, putting him in Dodger blue for the first time in a career that is entering its 13th season. A five-time All-Star, the 35-year-old veteran with playoff experience is expected to shore up the lineup with his bat.
It's gone! J.D. Martinez does it again!
Hey, Miggy, you got me, bro. You got me, bro. Bro, we're 20 minutes early. What am I gonna do for 20 minutes out here?
Enjoy the lunch.
What's up, bro?
Hey, bro. JD obviously has been one of the more dynamic, clutch, right-handed hitters in baseball over the last 5, 6, 7 years. His first half last year was really good, and second half kind of fell off. And for us, it's about making a bet. It's making a bet on his talent, his work ethic, his makeup. Talking to him this offseason, he was so driven to be great again, and it's a bet we were comfortable making.
I just want everybody to know JD came to a baseball game and did not bring a glove. Okay? Came to spring training.
I haven't had a glove in 3 years.
Didn't have a glove. Giving you guys a heads up.
I got Mookie Betts glove. It's got gold on it.
Hopefully it works.
It better. The guys were all over me because I didn't have my glove. I left it at home. I had to borrow Mookie's. Mookie's glove.
No, I do. Ooh, I didn't know you know how to catch.
Yeah, don't try me like that. Don't try me like that. Hey, there's a lot of disrespect out here for the 2015 runner-up Gold Glove.
JD throws right-handed. I never know that.
There's a lot of disrespect out here, dog. You know that? This is getting out of control. I'm gonna have to put a stop to this.
Your position is right over there.
I'm gonna have to prove it. I'm out here with y'all. Let's go. We going to right? Let's go. But yeah, the guys were just all over me, giving me a hard time, but it's cool. I enjoy it. I love it, honestly.
Hey!
I give it out a lot, so I got to take it too.
Don't look for Martinez in the outfield. Look for him to be an everyday designated hitter, performing at the plate.
Full season maybe catching up to him a little bit this year. As his averages dip below 250, but a good-looking player.
10 years ago, after the Astros, the team that drafted Martinez, removed him from their major league roster, the Florida native headed to California to enlist the help of a swing whisperer named Rob Van Scoyoc.
Swing day, baby. I'm interested to see if we do like one round of like the potentiation, just like a 5, 5, 5 as a warm-up, and then we just swing.
Okay,
just like wake the body up.
Okay, go.
You know, me and Rob go way back. You know, when he was flipping balls to high school kids and I was about to get released. We started working together, and every day, day in and day out, he was with me everywhere.
I don't like how that one's soft.
The back elbow?
I mean, it's fine there, but I think you're a little playing with fire when that happens.
Him and Craig, honestly, Craig Wallenbrock was the main piece. I met Rob through Craig. A lot of the stuff that they were talking about was making sense, and I had nothing to lose.
His swing was pretty like disconnected, pretty all over the place. So, I mean, we kind of had to like start from the ground up and kind of start with his legs, his gather, his hands, and all that. I think he had to like let go of his old swing and just like commit to it and be all in and just be like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm committed. Even, you know, when it's not going great, I've got to stick with it. I think it was the biggest thing.
I had hit rock bottom and I had to make a change, and I said it's either do this or die, pretty much. And so I just committed, and you know, and here I am.
I think you could connect it a little more. See how they're like going back a little quick? They like rush back.
Okay. Try to change it up. Different way of training for me. It's a lot of training with intent, trying to feel things, trying to move faster. Every day I wake up, my body's different, so I gotta find out how my brain is gonna trick my body to do what it wants to do and not what I want it to do.
I think he fell into some old habits the last like few years, so really think there's a good version in there that we can get out of him, and we're gonna strive to really get the best version and still think there's a lot more upside we can get out of him.
You know, completely changed my whole swing. Took it to Venezuela, and that was when it really kind of like was like, whoa, what is this type deal? Went back out to Cali, and then just continued it throughout my career, and every year is kind of a new feel, but you know, the principles of what I've learned out there is still the same, and it's what's made me the hitter I am.
That's really good. That's good. See the hips?
Uh-huh.
And then the lag behind it, wham. All right, let's go. Game.
The left-hander Jose Lopez deals. Ground ball down to third. Picking it up, the new third baseman Jansen Whitty. A double play, and Lux is grabbing his right knee.
That is concerning.
There was a torn ACL. It's going to be the season. Gavin is obviously crushed. It's a huge blow. My heart just goes out to him. All of ours does.
Is part of the hardest part of this just kind of knowing like this year, this role was one of this opportunity you've been looking forward to since the day you got drafted here.
Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest parts. Is I think every baseball player's dream is to play shortstop for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, yeah, I think that's one of the hardest parts. Dodgers fans, I felt pretty much all the love and support last night, this morning. Best fan base in the world, so can't thank them enough for all the love and support, and I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
When the GM from the Marlins gave me a call, got the opportunity to realize that it was going to be the Dodgers, and I got pretty excited because of all the teams in major leagues. Coming back to the Dodgers will be a great opportunity for me to live my dream once again.
With Gavin Lux on the injured list, the next man up at short is Miguel Rojas, whom the Dodgers acquired in an off-season trade. But the organization is not new to the Venezuelan native. His major league debut came with the Dodgers in 2014, before he was traded and spent the last 8 seasons with the Marlins.
Now, receiving this opportunity after a little while that I experienced many other things in another team, it feels like it's right. It's the right fit for me. It's the right time, the right opportunity. I spent a lot of years in Miami, but at the end of the day, you could never say no to a trade to the Dodgers. It doesn't matter who's going down or it happens to be injured, you gotta be ready. If you're the guy on the bench and you gotta be a role player and you gotta be serving for your team, you gotta be ready for these opportunities. Unfortunately, it happened to Luxy, and that means me playing shortstop. That's what I need to do, and like I say, I prepared for this opportunity, and I'm gonna be ready for it.
He's 34 now, a major league veteran and a willing mentor to the younger players, such as 23-year-old Miguel Vargas. In the offseason, the pair worked out together in Miami, getting ready for spring in Arizona.
¿Cómo sientes la mano esa del el codo? ¿Te acuerdas que hablamos de eso? ¿Está más suave? Sí, mucho. No está como así para arriba, sino como que está...
A day or two after our trade, got a note that Vargas was in Miami working out with Rojas, and it's awesome that Vargas took the initiative and really wanted to do that, and B, it's great what Rojas did and was so welcoming and really trying to mentor and help him defensively.
Ahí, palma, ahí sí necesitamos palma, ¿viste? La bola pega y pum, se mete.
A veces yo olvido el que para acá es con esto y para acá con una malla.
Busca la malla. Buena, exacto. Vámonos por segundo, antes que llueva. Esa, bajito ahí. Pique. Buena. Buena, Rumi, eso es.
He was texting me since the first day he got traded, and the way he tried to help me every time, the way he explained me everything that we do, for me is more than help. It's it's a lot of things happen on the field, and have a guy like him trying to help me every single day is like a plus for me.
No. ¿Viste qué fácil cuando uno está abajo así, que está bajito, con las piernas? La bola se levanta y uno nada más la mano está suavecita, ¿no?
I have like little things that I didn't even know about fielding, positioning, my glove positioning,
you know, working on my food for those plays, you know, all the stuff. He helped me and he explained me in that great way that I can understand every time.
Eso, manito, buena. Haz cuenta que poco a poco te vas yendo, te dando cuenta cómo lees. I know how hard it is when you're a young player in the game because a lot of coaches, a lot of older players, they want to come to you and talk to you about stuff. So I'm trying not to overwhelm him. I just want him to be natural, you know, and he's gonna be himself. He's listening a lot and he's watching what others are doing for him to actually pick up some things. So I just want him to kind of watch and learn his own path. Fíjate, cuando estamos haciendo la vaina ya, no nos da tiempo de hacer así. Sí. O sea, nosotros estamos así, estamos arrollados y lo que hacemos es ¡pam!
Reaccionar.
¡Pam! De una vez reaccionar a la bola.
I don't want to say like it's a pressure. For me, it's more like an opportunity thing. I can spend time with this guy, you know, all the locker room. You know, I got a lot of great guys there inside and outside of the field too, and I'm just proud that I can be part of that group.
Buen trabajo, ¿sabes?
Put your guards down. Be a team, right? Yeah. Honest. Offensively, like Goldie was saying, pile it on. Like, I'd love nothing more than to, you know, fourth inning, fifth inning, be like, hey, you're sitting down, you're sitting down, you're sitting down, right?
I think it was around June or July, Andrew called me in the office and said that Tony Regans, who was the general manager of the WBC team, you know, called Andrew and asked if I could be, you know, the third base coach. I said, let me talk to Dave about it. They both said, go for it, because it'd be a great time to represent, you know, Team USA.
If you see me, any type of movement going towards the outfield, any type of movement, you got free to go. We're banking on a breaking ball right here.
Let's say you got it high and you miss a song.
Keep your head still. Or go to your wrist. Go to your wrist while you're out here.
Okay.
Do something like that.
That was just fun. Nobody brought their ego or anything. I think we're all here for one thing, and that's to win. And I think we all understand that. And you know, it's always fun when you get to play with your peers. Everybody's cool. Like if somebody, I don't know, some people are like, get out, don't come talk to me right now. You can come talk to me. It doesn't matter. Come, I'm an open book. Come talk to me. So, yeah. Somebody like Dino's been in the game so long. He's done so many things, so many positive things, especially at that. It's just a blessing to be a part of, and I get to have it every day. So it's something I'm going to use to my advantage.
Again, game days, you know how it goes. Yeah. If you want to hit, it's in the first two groups. Rick,
I'll never hit on the 50.
I got you.
So,
yep. I know that.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Do cage. Where are the cages?
Down right there.
Okay.
You never hit on the field?
That's right.
Nope. He hits 300, 25 homers, 100 ribbies. Get him on field. All right, here we go. Go ahead, Moog.
I'm really excited. You know, it's good to hit some BP off him and bring back some memories. You know, when I heard his name come off that he's going to be on the staff, I was really excited, and you know, he taught me to play the game the right way, and it was a big help early in my career.
Got it, baby. It's a pleasure to work with these guys. They're the best in the world, and for me to have a relationship with, you know, Trout when I was with the Angels, you know, being in a locker room, bringing back old stories and new stories in today's games. Hey, I know how to hit barrels. Huh, Regs? Yes, sir. Our job is to get lit up, right? We'll go left side first, okay. Get them done, get you guys done, and then I'll go 4-6, 3-6, get them done. Perfect. And then all good. Point wherever you want the fly ball. To your left. Okay. Well, catch it, stay there. Just guide him where. Okay. Here we go. 5-4-3, 6-4-3.
I knew it was going to be a mad rush. We had 2.5 weeks of just total time. We had a few you know, practice games, and then we were in real games.
Double plays.
I went around, I asked everybody like what their routine was, what can we do for them, the coaching staff, and whatever the guys needed, we got their work in.
Get him up.
A lot of work in 2.5 weeks, but you know, we got the work in.
You see my pop up to the catcher? I haven't done this in years, so I still have it, Tony. It is pretty cool when you get a game done now before 3 hours. I know it's, you know, your guys will get used to it, however you guys are going to adjust to it, but it's moving.
If you're at home game Sunday and you're on the you're home on Monday, you can go out and have dinner. Oh yeah, it's way dope.
It's going to be it's going to make the game better. To see them come out and work and be a part of Team USA and representing the country, it's a great opportunity, great experience. Tell me when you had enough. These guys are really looking forward to playing baseball games with Team USA. 5. Very nice. Good? You want any extra more grounders, or you good? Okay. Nice work, man. You got it.
The opportunity of doing it and the experience going through it day in and day out, the electricity in the crowd, very loud, the stadiums were packed, you know, playoff atmosphere since, you know, from the first pitch to the last. And, you know, I got the chills at the end, you know, when it was, you know, I'm sitting down at third base and here he comes, Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani on the mound, 3-2 count. It was almost like everything was in slow motion. It was like a movie. Just listening to the crowd, and they're all standing on their feet. I think the world at that moment came together, and everybody was watching this.
He struck him out!
You know, I kind of like what Michael said, you know, when it was over, he said he won round 1, so looking forward for round 2.
Noah Syndergaard has signed a 1-year, $13 million deal with the Dodgers.
Flame-throwing right-hander, 23 years old. He's a rookie.
I mean, I was extremely fortunate and blessed to be able to compete in the World Series my rookie year.
Here comes a 1-2 from the kid. Tied him up, one away, strikeout number 5.
It was just a dream come true. It was pretty hard to top that.
That's now 12 straight and back-to-back strikeouts as Syndergaard is taking over.
I wish I could go back to being as naive and ignorant as I once was. I feel like this search of knowledge and wisdom and having a growth mindset kind of had a might have been a double-edged sword a little bit, just discovering new things that worry and scare you a little bit more. Ignorance is bliss. I always had this work ethic to be like strong and lift and whatnot. You know, I always like, you put effort and time into this kind of category of your work ethic, it will show on the field. But I was kind of directing my work ethic towards the wrong kind of strength activities and exercises, so I got tight in kind of the wrong places.
Syndergaard holding his arm, and this is the worst case scenario that the Mets feared in sending him to the mound today.
Yeah, I ended up tearing my lat, so I kind of shifted my training regimen to more mobility, athleticism, a lot of breathing stuff, which I think is all really important, but I should not have neglected that side of my training of always training heavy and being strong.
There's Noah Syndergaard, 6'6", 240 pounds, 27 years old. Really top, looking to take a major step forward in 2020. And a call, third strike, 98, the fastball from Noah Syndergaard.
In 2020, I was up to 98, 99. Went to camp, felt great, had a little bit of some elbow pain, but I could take some Tylenol or Aleve and it would be fine, so I didn't really think much of it. And then
New York Mets starter Noah Syndergaard has a torn ulnar collateral ligament in his right elbow and is expected to undergo Tommy John surgery in the near future.
All I could focus on was
a rehab program. I bought every recovery tool imaginable. My ice plunge, infrared sauna. I was in Florida. I'd go to the beach a lot. I think there's a powerful element to healing when it comes to being near the water and in the sunshine. I really embraced the challenge of that rehab and was fully convicted on being a better pitcher than I was before I had surgery. And then I kind of went down a rabbit hole of trying to reinvent myself.
So this is the Major League Plyo Wall, essentially a place where guys can do delivery-specific exercises, so different drills. Noah will do essentially his standard warm-up routine that we've been having him do since he's been here, just trying to get his body primed to be in the right positions with the right intensity when it comes game time. Let's go a few standard pivots and then some of the preset ones. Great start. Great start.
Last year there was a lot of outside inputs between different coaches, outside help I was seeking, and it was just like trying to throw something on a dartboard and hoping it stuck.
Keep the hands moving, right? Those ones are like right here.
But now that I'm here, I'm very thankful to work with all the pitching minds here, especially Rob.
My role is the director of minor league pitching. That doesn't necessarily just stop at minor league pitchers, so I work quite a bit with some of the major league guys.
I mean, he's one of the best pitching minds in the country, in our opinion. The 19 offseason going into 20, Alex Wood, Clayton Kershaw, and Kenley Jansen had done some work at Driveline and all interacted with him and worked with him, and the reviews from those three guys was off the charts. And if you can connect with those three guys, we'll bet on you being able to connect with a lot of others.
You know, for me personally, I just need honesty. You know, I'm not real sensitive, so just kind of tell me the truth of what I need to do, and he handles it well. And I think more than anything, he's not sensitive either, too, so I can tell him when it's like, this isn't working. That was big for me. You know, I was learning, you know, on the fly as well, you know, and all this stuff was coming around. So try not to be too stubborn and listen and try to figure out what helps, and he does a great job with that.
His impact and scope has continued to grow year after year, and, you know, the incredible progress of so many of our pitching prospects, he has his fingerprints all over.
I'm pitching 2 years, so I'm just itching to get back out there, showcasing I'm healthy and competing. The goal for this year is just to win at all costs. Last year, my first full season, when I came into spring training, I was still pretty lost in my bullpens, not even really knowing what it felt like to pitch pre-surgery. And then everyone's like, oh, this is just a Tommy John hangover. Everyone goes through it. By mid-season, you're going to be back up to 97. It didn't end up happening.
It is a much different Noah Syndergaard than probably remember back for the New York Mets when he was the hardest thrower in the National League, was consistently touching 100. That fastball this year has averaged 94, and it's been more sinker than it has four-seam.
Then I got traded to the Phillies. They were in a win-now situation. They needed me to perform and win, so they were just kind of throwing some duct tape on, and there was just not a lot that I was convicted in.
Noah Syndergaard on a World Series mound for the first time in 7 years.
It was a good year. I think anybody would have taken that. There's no time on the DL, sub-4 ERA, but it just felt like pitching with a straitjacket on. I was in Newport Beach last December, and I was packing up my things to send back home to Texas.
We did a Zoom call with him pretty early on with Doc and our pitching coaches and our performance guys, just kind of starting to sell ourselves and walk through what we do and how we do it. Noah basically cut us off and said, hey, you don't have to sell yourself to me. I fully get it, and I'm all in.
Signed with the Dodgers. I've been manifesting this for the last, I feel, 10 years or so. They have the best player development in the major leagues. I was super eager to get out here. I got out here December 27th. I just wanted to make huge strides before spring training starts.
And that just immediately tells you a lot of things you need to know about Noah. It's that he's incredibly dedicated, he's incredibly hardworking, he's a seeker is what I would call him, someone who's looking around, trying to find answers, turning over rocks that people have never even heard of. Staying over the rubber, you know, sometimes you gotta do that. You don't wanna be like out here with everything, right?
That's how it feels.
Exactly, that's how it feels. I mean, that's what you've been saying, like when you're getting too far downhill. Yeah, that's it exactly. A lot of people see that like, oh, if he isn't throwing 100 miles an hour, then he isn't as good or he isn't good or like, what's the point? But like, Noah's a pitch maker. Noah can execute and he can do a lot of things with the baseball that I think are very, very unique that people undersell quite a bit.
The progress from last year to this point has already been pretty dramatic, and we feel like there's even more in there because last year he had a pretty good year without anywhere close to his best stuff.
But I definitely think that there's still more left to my game. That's just the nature of my personality and the hunger to get back to where I was and just the frustration of where it all went wrong. I just want to be free and let my strength and athleticism flourish and be directional towards my home plate.
Ethan, you guys have these seats here. Noah, you're on the end. Ethan, you're in there. Noah, you're on the end. Yeah, whichever one of you. We're at Buffalo Wild Wings in Glendale, Arizona, here for spring training for the first annual Mookie Betts Wing Eating Invitational. I need one more counter. Who wants to count? It's a 45-minute time limit. Eat as many wings as you can. No dry rubs. We're looking at wet wings. We want clean bones. There'll be counters assigned to every participant. We're looking at a really tight competition. Last time it ended in a tie at 69 wings between Rob Hill and Noah Huff. I expect it to be another close one today. Yeah, here you go. Here's a slobber towel. Nick, what do you got for your prediction? Who you got and how many?
I'm saying Noah wins with 77. Rob comes in second with 72.
All right, I like that. I like that.
How many did you eat last time?
69.
Yeah. So how many are you going for now?
Between 80 and 90.
So did you practice eating 80 wings before?
No, not before.
As the roster's changed over the years, Mookie stepped up in Kenley and JT's old spot. Wanted to have the competition continue on, so we're really thankful to Mookie.
How we let these people do this?
It's terrible for their health.
No, it's horrible.
You joining us?
Yes, it's great. I would never. There's no amount of money you can pay me to do this.
Who's your favorite? Jose. Right here.
Jose, how many meals have you had today?
Half a meal.
Half a meal.
He's IT guy. He fixes the computer and eat. Thank you.
We do it every year at spring training. It's a big thrill for us because it combines major league staff with minor league staff, staff that we see every day, staff we don't see hardly ever. You had so many groups of people here, and that's what really makes this place special.
Everybody have their wings? Everybody got it? Hey, listen up! Listen up! Shut up! Listen up! All right. Hey, thanks for coming today. It's the only time we can get together once a year. Minor league, major league. I never forget where I come from, right? Minor league, major league, we together. Beautiful day. Hey, thank you. Mookie Betts, new sponsor. Competitors, take your seats. 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, here we go. Do it, Pete.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
One thing I'm noticing is no one's really hammering through wings unless your name's Noah. Everyone's kind of pacing themselves, which is interesting. But we'll see. We got a long way to go, so anything's possible.
Rob is drinking a mixture of ranch dressing and water. Do you think that's going to pay off?
That's disgusting.
Nobody knows.
Let's go. Let's go. Next. Come on, boy. Come on. There you go.
Noah has 66, Rob has 70, but Rob has to swallow what's in his mouth because he's got at least 7 wings in that mouth right now. Noah's at 66, so as long as Rob doesn't puke, Rob wins.
And the winner with a new record of 70 wings.
Here we are. I've been waiting 3 years. 3 years at a shot of redemption. There it is. Thank you. We did it. I'm in a bad spot existence-wise. I swear to God, you guys better throw strikes this year. I'll be so mad.